killer that lurks in the dreams of the innocent, a name that evokes dread and sends shivers down the spines of those who dare to utter it. Freddy Krueger. Freddy is a twisted enigma, an evil force that transcends the boundaries of reality and attacks those who fear him. He lives on through folk tales and resides in the dream realm. He can travel from towns through the person, as long as they fear him. He preys on vulnerable and is able to give them nightmares. Once he scares them enough to tell another person, the fear spreads. As now the next victim is now possessing the knowledge of unholy killer, they too will soon become victim to him. After many mysterious deaths in Gotham, almost with no trace, there's a perfect murderer on the loose. I have to stop him before any more innocent lives are taken. From research, Freddy Krueger comes from a place called Springwood. For background analysis, his mother was a nun. He worked the Hathaway house. This was an asylum, similar to Arkham. During Christmas of 1941, his mother Amanda was locked in the asylum by mistake. The guards neglected their duties to account for all the staff. They failed to check if everyone had left and Amanda was trapped inside. By the time she was found, she had already suffered torture, harassment, and became victim of disgusting acts committed by the asylum inmates. She became pregnant with the son of 100 maniacs. 9 months later, Freddy was born and soon was adopted by a man with alcohol issues. His childhood was full of beatings from his adopted father, and soon he developed tendencies of serial killer. He had a family later on, but killed his wife in front of his daughter after she had figured out her husband was a killer. Freddy murdered a lot of the local children of Springwood. After a mistake and failed trial at court, he was let go innocent despite being guilty. The parents of the deceased then resorted to setting Freddy's house on fire with him inside. But whilst he burned, he was offered a deal by Dream Demons. They offered him to live on, but in exchange to be their agent of fear and death. Freddy accepted the deal with no hesitation. From then on, he lives in the dream realm, preying on innocent lives. To capture Freddy, I will need to have belief he exists. Then after that, I will need to pull him into our world and out of the dream's reality. After he has been pulled to reality, he will be vulnerable. I cannot fight him in the dream world, but I am mentally strong enough to pull him out of that realm. When he has been pulled out, he will still possess some abilities such as strength and increased durability. However, he will not be invincible. I will be able to defeat him hand to hand. After knocking him unconscious via beatdown or gas grenade, I will have him put into a holding cell. After doing so, to prevent him going back into his immortal state in the dream world, I will send him off to a high security foundation that will keep him under watch 24/7, whilst also having him in a vegetable state. Doing so will stop him from harming others. His ability to invade dreams will be taken away. Whilst he is in the real world, he will also remain immortal. But as long as he is under surveillance and kept unconscious, he will cease to be a threat.